Stop wasting time and money on marketing that doesn't work. If your results are not lining up with your efforts, there's one thing that can make a difference: clear marketing goals. And in this video, I'm going to explain what marketing goals actually are, the difference between goals and objectives, and how you can write smart marketing goals for clarity and focus to help your business grow. So let me ask you, do you actually have marketing goals or just marketing busyness? Welcome to Marketing Sprints with Michelle. My name is Michelle, and I help small, medium businesses and aspiring marketers master marketing one sprint at a time. So we're talking about goals and goal setting. Now, recall, marketing is a process, and goal setting is the second stage of the marketing process. Goal setting definitely needs to happen after the research phase, because you want to take the output from your research to help inform and guide your goals. Now, goal setting can also follow the strategy stage of the marketing process, but not necessarily. I would recommend, though, that once you do formulate your strategies, that you revisit and maybe refine your goals to make sure that they do in fact empower and align with your strategies. Now, keep in mind that the business overall sets goals. They set long-term goals, broader, more impactful intended outcomes. Let's say, for example, a business wanted to set a goal of being a market leader in customer service excellence. Well, that would take the business a bit of time to accomplish. So that's a longer term, bigger vision type of goal. Now, marketing as a function or department within the business also needs to set goals. Importantly, those goals need to also support the business overall goals. But in this instance, the marketing department will set marketing goals, those that the marketing function is able to contribute and drive value from. Now, the marketing function generally would have an annual marketing plan and would typically set one-year goals. And in order to accomplish those goals, they would conduct or execute a series of marketing campaigns throughout the year. Each of those marketing campaigns would have short-term campaign objectives. So the marketing function, in implementing all of those campaigns and achieving those interim short-term objectives, hopes to and certainly plans to achieve their longer-term annual marketing goals. So why set goals? Well, goals really help you set clarity, focus, and direction so that you have a good chance in actually achieving what you set out to achieve. Goals define what success looks like. They help guide your strategy, and they also help keep you accountable and have an ability to actually measure and be accountable for the value that the marketing creates and delivers to the business as a whole. Also importantly, setting goals allows you to measure your performance. So once you set your goals and strategy, you execute your campaigns, you want to measure them. And you'll notice that measurement is another key stage within the marketing process. So if you don't set goals, you don't know what you're measuring, and you don't really know whether or not you've succeeded in achieving what you set out to do. So goals also are really important in order to benchmark yourself and evaluate your success once you've executed your marketing campaigns. Goal setting also improves your efficacy and return on investment. Without goals, marketing plans and campaigns can drift, resources can be wasted, and it's impossible to prove your value. What are goals versus objectives? Well, first of all, goals have a longer-term time horizon, and they set out to achieve something that has a broader, bigger picture value. Whereas objectives have short-term or near-term time horizons. They're actually the interim steps or milestones that you want to achieve towards eventually reaching your long-term goals. I like looking at the analogy of climbing a mountain. Let's say you wanted to climb Mount Kilimanjaro. So that's an amazing goal, right? If you reach the summit, you've reached your goal. But the thing is that you have to first get to first base camp, second base camp, the third base camp, etc. Reaching each of those interim steps, you could consider those as near-term, short-term objectives. And by accomplishing each of them, eventually you'll reach your longer-term, ultimate, broader goal of reaching the summit of Mount Kilimanjaro. Why don't we take a closer look at goals? So goals are longer-term, broader, higher impact outcomes that a business or marketing function wants to achieve in the longer term. It will probably help to look at some examples. So I'll bring your attention to these examples. Take a look, and which of these do you think are goals? Holding the highest market share position in the market, acquiring 50 customers from 500 qualified leads within 3 months, outranking the competition in global satisfaction ratings. So you can see in this example, the first and the third are goals. They're longer term, broader, higher impact, actually more strategic impacts to the business. They're going to take some longer period of time. Whereas the second example here has a very short time horizon, 3 months, and it's much more tactical and achievable within a short time. This second example might be related to a specific marketing campaign objective. Now let's look at objectives. As we said, objectives are near-term or short-term, more tactical outcomes that you'd want to measure and combine so that together they help you reach your longer-term goals. Let's say, for example, a business wanted to increase their website visitors by 10% on a monthly basis. That could be a good example of a marketing objective. But let's look at some more specific examples again. Of these three, which of these would you say are objectives? Achieving $40 million in revenue in the upcoming fiscal year, generating 5,000 website visitors from Q1 marketing campaigns, growing social media followers by 100,000 in 6 months. As you can see here, the second and third are objectives. They're very short-term, tactical, more campaign-oriented, near-term accomplishments. Whereas the first, achieving $40 million in revenue in the upcoming year, that's a longer-term, higher-level, more strategic, impactful goal. So what are marketing goals? So marketing goals are those that the marketing function can deliver through its resources, its competencies, its capabilities. And in delivering them, they create value for the business. So the marketing function typically creates an annual marketing plan, and they need to set some annual marketing goals against that plan. So those goals commonly would be 1-year goals. And in order to achieve those goals, the marketing function would then plan and execute a series of marketing campaigns. Those campaigns would have campaign objectives or near-term, short-term objectives that they want to achieve. Those objectives might be a week, a month, 3 months, 6 months type of objectives. Now, marketing goals are commonly those attributed to brand awareness, lead generation, customer acquisition, customer retention, loyalty, or customer lifetime value. One way commonly to classify marketing goals is above the line, engagement, or below the line. Above the line goals are those really related to brand awareness, brand equity, brand perception. Engagement types of goals are those related to demand generation, lead nurturing, and customer purchase consideration. And then below the line goals are generally those attributed to customer acquisition, driving sales transactions, and customer retention or lifetime value. Now, here are some examples of the types of marketing goals that may be set. Now, keep in mind, a marketing plan will set several goals, so there may be a combination of these that come together in their goal setting. They may want to generate or increase brand awareness, amplify word of mouth or share of voice, grow their brand equity, let's say through positive perceptions and customer experiences. They might want to generate qualified leads, acquire new customers, grow customer lifetime value through cross-sell and upsell, ultimately increasing revenue, growing sales and sales transactions, along with increasing customer retention and loyalty. That's really about retaining existing customers, lowering customer churn, increasing the frequency and rate of purchase. And ultimately, marketing wants to improve its return on marketing investment. Now, it's very important when setting goals and objectives that they're written to be clear and complete, because you want to make sure that the team collaborating on achieving those goals have a clear focus, clarity, and know what it is they're striving to achieve. Now, in order to do that, we use SMART marketing goals and objectives. SMART is an acronym. It stands for specific, measurable, attainable, relevant, and time-bound. Specific asks you to look at what it is you want to achieve. Is it so many website visits, so many followers, so many customers? Measurable looks at how much. You want to provide a number or a target. Attainable, you really want to reflect, is this actually attainable given your capabilities, your resources, and your past performance and benchmarks? And is it relevant? Is it relevant to your customers, to your marketing and your business goals? As well as time-bound, you want to answer when this will be achieved within a specific defined time frame. Again, in this instance, it's helpful to look at some specific examples. So let's look at some here. Let's say, as a business, you wanted to have a brand awareness goal. You might write out, we want to achieve brand recall among Gen Z audiences. Well, that's not a SMART, clear, or complete goal. It would be better for you to write out a goal such as increase brand recall to 30% among Gen Z by Q4 through quarterly TikTok influencer partnerships. Let's look at another example. Let's say you wanted to generate demand in your marketplace. Well, you might write a goal, generate more leads, but that's not a SMART goal. It would be more clear and focused if you were to write, generate 500 more qualified leads per quarter throughout the year from Google search ads by launching maximum performance campaigns with retargeting. And let's look at a third example. Let's say you had a goal around customer retention. And we know that's an important goal because it's much more cost-effective for a business to retain your existing customers than it is to go out and acquire new customers. Well, you might have a goal of increasing your customer retention rate, but that's not a clear, specific SMART goal. It would be better to write a SMART goal such as reduce your monthly subscription churn rate from 4% to 2% by the end of the year by implementing an email outreach program for users with declining engagement, offering new feature walkthroughs and guided tutorials. I hope these examples help demonstrate how SMART goals should be written to be clear, specific, and actionable. Now also, once you write your SMART goals and SMART objectives, I'd really recommend you reflect back on them and answer a series of questions. Here's a nice cheat sheet that you might be able to reflect on. For example, is the goal or objective precise and well-defined? Can everybody understand it? How are you going to measure success? By how much? What are the steps you need to take to accomplish the goal or objective? Is it within your capabilities? Do you have enough resources to accomplish this? Is it relevant and sensible given your current company plan, your business plan, and your customer markets? And when is this goal to be achieved? Is there a specific deadline and time frame? And is it feasible to achieve that in the time frame? And is it appropriate to do the work now? So now it's your turn. I challenge you to write your marketing goals and objectives and reflect on them. Are they clear, focused, complete, and SMART? Are they actionable? In this video, you learned what marketing goals actually are. You also learned the difference between goals and objectives, and hopefully how to write clear, smart marketing goals so that your efforts can be focused with clear direction and help you grow your business faster. Thank you so much for watching the video. If you found it helpful, please like the video, share it with your friends and colleagues. I'd also encourage you to subscribe to the channel for more upcoming marketing tips. And I'm really curious, if you'd like to comment below, what marketing goals or goals for your business are you setting in the new year? Thank you again for watching, and peace to you.